friends, good morning. Happy Monday. It is the start of a new week, Balinor. You are correct. Sometimes it sucks, but you know, I gotta be honest. I like Curry's outlook. I like Curry's outlook on this week. E3 week, everything is permitted. I don't know about everything, but most things are permitted. What's going on, Michelle, Balinor, Curry? How's everybody doing today? Been laid up the whole weekend with tendonitis in my left foot. Oh, geez. Okay, so it's in like the arch of your foot. It's not plantar fasciitis, is it? Yeah, I did turn my volume down a little bit. I'll turn it back. It wasn't actually. I was using my mic to play with. See, that's the thing. It is like now. It's probably about normal. I barely moved it, the tiniest bit. But I was chatting with some friends, so I didn't want to, you know, sort of overpower their eardrums, if you will. But yeah, hopefully that's a little better now. But I'd be crouchy in that condition too. I'm just tired, happy as heck, but tired. Oh, I get that. Definitely had a lot of driving this weekend for me. So, how did everybody else's weekends go though? Other than the extensor tendonitis. Other than that, how are things going with everybody? I hope that everybody had at least somewhat of a relaxing weekend, or if it wasn't relaxing, hopefully it was enjoyable. In my case, it was not relaxing, but it was enjoyable. Drove about, ended up with traffic being a little bit over 8 hours this weekend. And I was ready to be out of the car. I'll be honest with you. I'll be totally honest with you. I was ready to be out of the car. But it was good to see some people. And yeah, happy to be home though too. Did I play any COD, Mike Breezy? No, I don't play COD. They've actually asked me to before, you know, said, hey, you should jump in. And I was like, dude, I'm going to be terrible at it for one. And he's like, oh, it's fine. And we're just hanging out. And he's a pretty positive guy. You could see that. So, but no, I don't play. I don't think I'm ever going to install the game either. So, just getting ready for company coming on Friday. Still have a lot to do before. Oh, okay. Coming from out of town, Michelle. We had one of my former track athletes come and keep an eye on the doggos. So it was kind of weird. It's like we gotta, you know, Mrs. Magoots wanted to clean up before, which is a good idea because we, to be honest, we're living in some filth. And but it's kind of funny to think about you clean up to leave your house, but you know, made sense. So, my friends, I'm gonna go ahead and launch this game. If I can remember, I think I can actually just push this button here. That works. Weekend was filled with E3 press conferences. A streamer I mod for has media privileges, so it was long. Oh, media privileges? Really? Very nice. Coming in from New York, it's summer and everyone wants to visit Colorado. Oh, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. I wouldn't mind visiting Colorado, to be honest. Sunday being the longest, Xbox, Square Enix, PC show, etc. Yeah, I haven't really. It's sort of per usual. I've not done my research on E3 myself. I figure like most of the big news is going to hit me as I'm perusing Twitter and stuff, but I haven't been home, so I haven't been able to kind of do that. My friends, it looks like we're in day 17 of fall year 2, I think. Yeah, day 17. So we're getting closer to our All Hallows Eve, but tons of interesting things coming out of E3. Is that right? I think I saw that Starfield is going to be Xbox and PC exclusive, the new Bethesda game. I thought I saw that. That is Xbox showed a game I know Lutz is gonna love. Was it Starfield? Or is it a different one? Starfield looks super interesting. Not Starfield. Okay. That's intriguing. The new IP. Okay. That's intriguing. don't know why I didn't grab the apple before I went in, but you know. Got 10 apples in there. New IP though. I am intrigued right now actually. Updates on Bethesda. That's the only thing I saw was that Starfield was only going to be coming on PC and Xbox. That's the only thing I saw, but again, I am not actively looking myself. So, I don't know. I try not to get too hyped up. That's the thing. I try not to get too hyped up. You know how it goes. I mean, shoot, I bought into all the cyberpunk hype. You guys know that. And that one unfortunately didn't turn out well for me. So. Starfield? Ooh. That's a good question, because not much is known about Starfield. unless they showed more of it. Well, you know what? I need to donate that, but maybe nah. I'm not gonna go there yet. Field of Stars. Don't remind me regarding Cyberpunk. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Oh, there's a duck feather. Any rabbit's feet today? Got some wool. Let me see if I can get everybody petted here. There we go. And we'll go with an iridium egg in there. Then we'll put the rest in here. So we got a silver star duck feather. It's so colorful. New IP that's a space odyssey. It looks nice. Yeah, right, doesn't it? A Field of Stars? It's a game about a field of stars, obviously. Yeah, that's the thing. They were keeping pretty tight-lipped about it. I don't know if they still are. Oh, ready for some shearing already, too. Oh, although I didn't give my sheep any love yet. It does have a story, yeah. And that's the thing, like, pretty excited to find out some more about it. I think the very first trailer I saw was just a, you know, one of those teasers. And that's what I mean, like, I don't know, I just don't want to see any teasers. I don't want to get the hype. Kind of like Fallout in Space, but it has a 2001 Space Odyssey vibe, which makes me hyped out of my mind. So we're talking like Outer Worlds. Did you play Outer Worlds, Curry? Because it doesn't have a Space Odyssey vibe, but it does have a, you know, it is sort of Fallout in space, I think. Can I throw 2 on here? Nope. Ooh, a couple extra wolves, but contemplating if I should say something elaborate and not get the soundbite, just ask if I'm late, which is boring. How you doing, Delicious? Not yet, but I will. Speaking of Outer Worlds, oh, there was some DLC. Hang on a second. Yeah, we are dropping some frames. Are we doing okay? Just buffering? No, we got to get that in pretty much daily, it seems. The pretty much daily thing, it seems, but better than the DLC is all I'll say. Okay. So you're saying I just need to look it up. Outer Worlds struck me a little bit like BioShock in space with a retro look to it. Oh, I got you. I get what you're saying. Yeah. Sort of like, you guys really think it's more BioShock? I definitely got way more of a Fallout vibe from it. Why didn't you all watch? Well, like I said, I have a tough time. Go enjoy the show. I have a tough time watching. I do, because a lot of it is, I don't want to be that snob that's like, show us gameplay, but like, I kind of am. Because I don't want to get too hype on something until there's actual gameplay, you know? How is the fortune today? Ooh, very good fortune today. Okay, what about tomorrow's weather? Gust of wind. Yeah, I'm trying. I don't know. I don't want to be that snob, but I feel like I kind of am that snob. There was a lot of gameplay. That's good, at least. That is good. Level 25 in the Skull Cavern, right. I remember I got to level 1 and died. Rainbow Shell, Could bring Gus a lobster. I don't have any starfruit yet. Or a pufferfish. Or a fresh apricot. Apricot? Apricot. I don't know how to say it. I say it both ways. I haven't figured out what I want to do in this game other than I am trying to work up to the house upgrade. That's 100,000. So maybe I should just work on planting some stuff. Maybe I'll do that. I once wrote a post about how I was a bit bothered about E3 showing commercials during the presentations. Then I realized that E3 is a commercial. That's true. It sure is. Today's Wednesday, so the store is closed. Joja Cola? Okay, I've got some of that, I think. I've got that. Might check out to see if I've got any extra seeds, too, but I guess we'll run off to the wizard's place, but... To be fair, I had UEFA on TV while playing Witcher 3. Didn't even know about the E3 until you mentioned it. Wait, that you mean, like, just now? It's Christmas time, best time of the year, etc. Christmas time is here. Maybe I don't have Joja Cola anymore. I could probably catch one, though. Oh, right, my super cucumber and mutant carp. Ooh, okay. I gotta remember to do that. I gotta remember to give up my mutant carp. Oh. I got up a little before you and fed David Jr. He's very active this morning. David Jr. is the name of the hamster? Yes. I did not know that. Is this being watered every day? Because I can't water it right now. Not sure if I'm just jaded or have learned to not buy into the hype. I gotcha. Oh, this weekend? Glad you're still... are you enjoying The Witcher 3, though, at least? Are you still enjoying it? Also, how much is cloth worth? It's an artisan good. I should sell it. What am I doing? Trying to make money, but not very well. That. So I was going to go see the wizard. I'm sure I could catch a piece of garbage in here before I need to go find him, but... David got a cheers. Hang on just a second, my friend. If I can get you here. Cheers to David, everybody. Okay, we're talking about a super high luck day. And I casted my rod out here for forever. And I catch broken glasses. That's good. This would be the day I would catch, like, fish instead of Joja Colas. The wizard needs one. Ooh, that's a nice wood skip. Forever young, so I'm never jaded. You're jaded like anyone who's old enough to have been misled by hype. Yeah. It's sad, isn't it? You know what's funny, though? Speaking of BioShock, I don't know if anybody else has ever done this before. BioShock came out in 2007. Ooh, I believe it was. When I saw the trailer for BioShock, the release trailer, which of course was a cutscene. It was not made in in-game footage. I was like, oh my gosh, that looks amazing. I'm going to buy it. And I pre-ordered it. Thankfully, it ended up being a very good game. But needless to say, I was like, oh, these graphics are great, but they don't look as good as the, as the trailer. Well, imagine that. Imagine that. Because they weren't. All right. I'm just going to go see. I guess I'm just going to check my seed inventory, see what I've got. You've lost your youthful bliss of ignorance. Seeds. Where? Oh, okay. Here they are. Summer seeds. Do I have any fall seeds? Doesn't look like I do. Could plant some mahoganies or I don't know, just mix seeds. That's probably the best thing to do. Let's take the mixed seeds and plant those. Hopefully, I've got enough time. Should be okay. Some things probably take a little longer than 11 days, but these seeds are practically free, so I'm going to plant them down here. I do still have a copper hoe as well. Right? Oh, man, I messed it up. Oh, dang it. That's all right. I guess I extra messed it up. Reassembling my laptop slash DJ stand, disassembled on the floor in front of me, reassembled in a different configuration. Now a thumb screw is missing. It was literally all laid out in front when I started. Oh, I freaking hate that. I've definitely done something similar to that before. One extra, which I guess goes in this ugly configuration right there. All right. Okay, the question is, though, it is raining, but it doesn't look like all of these are actually watered because they, I don't know, kind of weird. I guess rain really only hits in the morning. I'm not sure. Oh, you can pickaxe to clean it up? Wait, really? How did I not know this? Oh my gosh. I'm tired of seeing all this crap where nothing's planted. Did not know that, Nitalicious. Thank you for that tip. My goodness. All right. That's going to help. To be fair, Lutz, there are a lot of footage that claim to be in-game that is released in a much worse state. Ubisoft are the kings of that. Yeah, I think at the time, honestly, it was the fact that I didn't really watch a lot of trailers back then. And so I happened to see that one, and I guess I just wanted to be the guy that's like, oh, I found this new game that nobody else knows about. And so, yeah, I went ahead and I got the, I pre-ordered BioShock based on the, the cutscene footage. It was bad. It was bad. But you get this false idea what the game will look like, yeah. A lot of preliminary trailer footage shown is pre-rendered. Doesn't it just kind of suck a little bit? Makes things look really, really good. I mean, yeah, there's a reason why they do that, is because they do want it to look really, really good. Yeah. It's a little sad. They tricked my, I don't know, let's see, 2007, so tricked my 15, 16-year-old self. Did I sell? I sold one cloth. Now I've got 10 cloths, though, so. Jade equals experience, is that right? BioShock was a good game, though. I don't feel it was overhyped. No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was. I don't think so. A lot of my friends, like I said, I showed them that trailer that I purchased the game on based on, and a lot of them were like, you sure about that one, Chief? And I was like, I feel pretty good about it, you guys. And then it came out, and a bunch of the reviews were super positive. So like, okay, you were right. I was like, yeah, well, of course I felt good about myself, but I didn't realize truly how risky that was. But hey, what's going on, Tice? Was away for so long, I got your chat rules again. Is that what happens? Do they replay them? Then again, I just reset them, I think. I realized I never changed them from the default settings. But, how you doing, though? He thinks it was very overhyped, but does not preclude it from being good. BioShock? I honestly didn't really hear that much about it. But again, I didn't really look for it either. Well, it's true. That's not true. In that case, I did look for BioShock. I really hadn't heard much about it. I found a trailer. It was probably from E3, actually. And then that's when I got it. Got it on release date. 4 pieces of bait. No more lobsters, though. I've only caught one lobster. One single lobster. Maybe that's it then, yeah. And David got them too. Yeah, David, you were just in here pretty recently. I think on Friday, right? Like that. So yeah, I was going in trying to figure out, they released a new feature on Twitch, and so I was trying to figure out, how do I see the settings for that? So that's when I realized, oh, we're still using the default chat rules, and I was like, I'll just change it just so that there's something in there, but not that I put a whole lot of thought into them. But yeah, indeed, E3. So, fine, hay fever. Oh, really? Dang, you had hay fever over the weekend? Sorry to hear that. Does this mean, though, that you're feeling better now, at least? Hopefully? I need to sell a lot of this crap. Clams, I've not been doing anything with any of this stuff, actually. Sell the one piece of wood, because I don't feel like putting it away. How lazy is that? I'll put the rest in the fridge, though, but... Alright. And it's bedtime for our hero. Okay. Unfortunately, though, I'm just not making as much money as I need to be able to get this housing upgrade. What do we say? Oh my gosh. Should we have a baby, Lutz? Yes. I think we should. Do we have a baby like immediately the next day? It's not usually how babies work. Oh my gosh. Hype versus release, yeah. No gameplay, no hype. It's a simple rule. Yeah, it's true, Tice. It's true. Next few days are going to be insanely warm, so probably no. Oh, dang it. Gameplay can be cringe and misleading as well. Exhibit E and A. Wait, E and A? Let's get that music, right? Well, see, the thing is, I don't know how this works in this game. Do I just all of a sudden have a baby? Not yet. Not yet. But Lutz and Abigail got it on. Woo-wee! Yeah, they did. Lutz is being unfaithful again. No, he's not. Lutz is married to Abigail. TOS, David says. Oh, Control? You've been enjoying it, Valinor? Do we have to explain the birds and the bees? No, please don't. Please don't. Is my watering can ready? I can't water this little plant in here. I can't tell. I don't think it's watered. I don't imagine Abigail's watering it, but... She said the same thing yesterday. Got up early to feed her guinea pig. But... Have we seen the Elden Ring trailer, though? It's been a while since I was this hyped for a game's release. I did see it. When's the release date of it, though? Gosh, dang, immediately found a truffle. Yeah, I need... Oh, but they're mad at me. They're mad. So wait, why did it find a truffle if it was mad at me? Everybody's mad. Gosh dang it, you guys. Gosh dang it. And this tree is all of a sudden a tree. It was just a little sprout. Oh, it's in January. Okay, okay. You got a long time. It's the thing, man. Hype is hard to control for that long. Isn't it? Don't you find it that way? Why is it called the birds and the bees anyway? I've never gotten that. That I'm not sure of. Not sure. Story and control is great. Gameplay is too, but it just reminds me how bad I am at gaming. Yeah, so those are the classic like Remedy games. Gameplay is usually doable, you know, like serviceable, but it's not always the best or easiest. Okay, everybody's mad at me, so they're not gonna have any. I'm not gonna have any products to give me, which is that's kind of bad when you're trying to make some money. So. 3 large eggs. Stepford Wives. Oh, the movies are where the wives are all robots. Oh, I've not actually seen that myself. Is it good? Birds have nests, bees have stingers, maybe? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like a bit of a stretch. I think there is a story behind it. I feel like I've heard it before, but I don't know why it's called that. I was just thinking how Abigail says the same thing every morning. Yeah, isn't it? It's a little interesting. Or not interesting, I guess. I'm sure, I mean, everybody's dialogue loops at some point, but I guess I did expect there would be a little bit more in marriage in the game, but I guess not. We all know FromSoft delivers every single time, is that right? I mean, then again, this is coming from a noob, so I guess don't get your pitchforks, but I mean, do they change anything? Like, everybody loves the Dark Souls, like, combat and stuff. Like, do they even change anything? Because, like, I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer for Elden Ring, not knowing anything about it being, you know, from the same makers of Dark Souls. And I was like, oh, it's another Dark Souls game. Like within 30 seconds of the trailer starting up. So, I just sort of like, is anything even different? I don't know. Wonder if different partners give different benefits on the farm. I think I've heard that before, actually. I think I have. Sekiro changed from rolling to pairing. Bees carrying pollen to flowers and birds laying eggs. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Let's not, please, put that in there. I really don't want that. Yeah, Curry, can we remove that, please? And thank you. At least according to Wiki, but you DJ told me not to believe everything on the internet. It's true. It's true. Thank you, Curry. Appreciate it. As for what's different, yeah, see, this is the thing. If you guys want to educate me on the Dark Souls series, feel free. I've only played the first one. No. It's all good. It's all good. I just, I want to get away from that kind of stuff, if we can, please. I know it's in jest. Obviously, I know it's in jest. But... That's true. I asked if George R.R. Martin was involved in the other ones, because I actually didn't know. And I was told that he was not. Is that right? But see, this is what I mean. Like, Dark Souls has got such a like, cult-like following, I guess. At the risk of that sounding bad. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. But I just never, I didn't get into all of them because I was sort of like, oh, I haven't even played the first one. Like, should I even play the next ones, you know? Dark Souls was strictly the one Japanese director mentioned in the trailer. I gotcha. Okay. Oh, there's bubbles over there I didn't even see. I'm probably gonna be able to get over there before they go away. Figured maybe I'll just do some fishing. I don't know, I'm trying to earn a little bit of extra money. I could do some more planting, but that's not gonna come back soon. I've only got 10 more days of fall, so I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Super hype for Elden Ring, all the same. It does, I mean, I'll be honest, it looked good. I can not only delete, I gotcha. Yeah, see, as soon as I knew it, as soon as I get over here, the freaking bubbles are gone. Gosh dang it. Oh well, we'll just fish from over here anyway. I really haven't done much lake fishing. I think FromSoft focuses completely on level design and combat. Every game is something new, though. Dark Souls was very defensive, Bloodborne was very aggressive, and Sekiro was all about tactics and momentums. I'm curious what they will focus on now. Yeah, maybe it'll be more story based. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. Like, as soon as largemouth bass, I've caught like one of those all game. Wow. Okay. I don't know. Like I said, I saw like immediately it was a Dark Souls game, you know, or that Dark Souls. What should we call those? Because it's not a Dark Souls game. You know what I mean? But like the series of Dark Souls. Does it have a name? Hey, what's going on, Phil? Welcome in. How have you been, Phil? What's going on, Ace? Maybe a C? Go with Ace. How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Souls-like. Okay, Souls-like, gotcha. All right. So Souls-like games. Do they have, I mean, like I said, I've only played the first game. I didn't even finish it. And we're getting a couple chubs. Not sure you're a fan of that term, Curry. Glad you're doing well, though, Phil. No one understands any of the stories. That's fair enough, Tice. Not a fan of starting a series without playing it from the beginning. Yeah, and that's how I am, too. I definitely have changed my tune as I've gotten a little bit older because like Dark Souls, for instance. Not Dark Souls. We were just talking about Dark Souls. Dead Space. Dead Space, for instance. I played the first two games, and those games were good, I thought. Especially the first game. I enjoyed probably a little more. But the third one came out, and I was like, I don't know that I want to play another Dead Space game, but I felt like... No, I have caught a carp before. Okay. I felt almost like obligated to play Dead Space 3 because I'd played the other two, you know? I don't know, but like I said, now I've just gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm not going to stress it. I'm not going to do it. So, but the thing was, those games were good. That's why I think I felt that way. But I just didn't feel like playing a third one. I don't know if that even makes sense. Like, why not play a game that you enjoyed? But the thing is like, I enjoyed it, but I also finished them because I felt like I needed to finish them. So, I don't know. We get anything good? Ooh, 3 geodes. Okay. Yes, it is, Balinor. It sure is. Although I will say in the original Dark Souls, I found a bullhead. Ooh, that might be new. The original, I feel like the original Dark Souls, though, it was basically as long as you got really good at like 2 or 3 things, you could play the game and beat it. You know, like relatively easy. But the problem is getting to that point. I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood, but yeah, basically it's just the progression makes it to where, like, even though you get stronger and get better gear and all this other stuff, it still gets harder at the same rate. So, I don't know. Dead Space 3 was quite a diversion from what Dead Space was. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know that. I honestly couldn't even tell you what Dead Space 3 looks like relative to the first two. I just know I was like, man, this is kind of some crap. I feel like I have to play it because I played the other two. You know? But glad you're doing well, though, Ace. Welcome in. Let's see. From Software has been doing games like that for a while. Is that right? They're not, but they're not that hard and pretty forgiving in terms of gameplay. People like to say it's the hardest game ever made, though. I don't know if it's the hardest game ever made, but enjoyed 3 despite that. Personally, I had more trouble with Donkey Kong Country than I had with any of the Dark Souls games. Oh, I actually have beaten Donkey Kong Country, although I haven't beaten Dark Souls. But love and consider myself quite good in the Donkey Kong Country games. Man, Donkey Kong Country was a good game. It sure was. Yeah, they were hard, though. Really difficult games, but Then again, I think Lion King was the hardest game I ever played. But then again, I'm pretty sure there are exploits in that game. Like the devs actually exploited. I think they did a test on that somehow. Maybe hit reg or something. But yeah, it's ridiculous. Played the first one, but I was stuck for so long at the mining cart level. Oh my gosh, that was my absolute favorite. That was my actual favorite level. You gotta play the second and third? Oh, okay. I've only played two. I've never played the third one. I mean, the first and the second. I've never played the third one, though. Is the third one good? Dead Space 3 was basically EA telling Visceral, Call of Duty is popular, do that, but in space. Oh, gosh. Okay. So I probably wouldn't have liked it then, it seems like. I don't know. The cool thing was Dead Space was unique. You know, that's one of the reasons why I did like it. But I also, at the time, was not a huge fan of, like, horror games. It was, I don't know, I liked the idea of it being in space. You know, sort of the whole feeling you get from space horror is a little bit different. You know, sort of that alien vibe, but... But yeah, anyway, I thought it was just kind of, I was like, it's freaking crap. Like, why does my brain do that to me? Why does it tell me I have to freaking play the third game because I played the other two, you know? But... Hated Lion King so much. It was ridiculously hard. Pretty sure I beat it when I rented it. Oh, really? Yeah, I definitely did not. I got pretty far. I got into, I don't know, level or two after Simba becomes, you know, grown Simba. I can make a slight J. Cole reference, but... I think you'd have liked Dead Space 3 despite that. It is on like the EA Play or whatever, so I guess I could always give it a shot and see if I hate it, then you know, just don't play it. Lion King was actually made more difficult than it originally was, so you couldn't finish it in one rental period. Yeah, that's what I thought. They were like, oh, this way we get people to either buy the game or they rent it again. More rental copies get bought up. It's pretty genius, but also pretty, like, just evil. Pretty evil. But yeah, it was based on the Disney movie, yep. It sure was. Although it made me want to say things that were not acceptable in a Disney movie while playing it. Because it's very freaking hard. All right, we'll do one more cast out here. Just a nice day of fishing out here in the lake. I really don't do lake fishing at all, so I need to come up to this lake more when I do, though. But back in the day, beat a lot of challenging games. You know what's funny is I tried playing some game years after I had first played it. Years. Because I was like, oh, I'm a better gamer now, I'm sure. Smarter. You know, maybe my reflexes are better. And I was freaking worse at it. I was worse at it, you know? I'm like, man, how did I make it through this game? Or at least partway through the game. All right. Anything good in this one? Ooh, some fire quartz. We take that. Yeah, I don't know if it was on the NES. It was definitely on the SNES. I don't know about the NES, though. Never heard of it. Interesting, though. Huh. It's yeah, it's an old Super Nintendo game. But I mean, it was a cool game. I liked it. But I just never actually finished it. But I guess you could install a install an emulator and use some cheats to make sure you can make it through the game. That I could at least experience how it is to finish the game. I don't think I'm going to do that though, but I don't think I will. Let's see. Let me throw all this crap in here real fast. Only thing I did not like about Dead Space was they cut the limbs in the marketing. That would have been so much cooler to figure out in game. Oh, really? I feel like they did like a tutorial on it really early in the game, didn't they? In the first one? You know, another game. Wait. Who made that one, though? Hang on a second. Was it a Bethesda? No. Visceral? This game right here, okay? Dante's Inferno, because this is another Visceral. I was astounded by the marketing at the time of telling people to go to hell. That's what I was just like, what? This game, though, I tell you what, when I bought this game, I was like super obsessed with, I had actually, I read Dante's Inferno and I really enjoyed the book and everything. So it was kind of cool to play this. Of course, it doesn't stick, super close to the book, but yeah, I enjoyed this game, but poor man's God of War. Yeah, but again, the storyline, I was interested more in the whole Inferno, but hey, what's going on, Chaotic? Understand how you can be worse. It's due to not having the training/rhythm you want. That true, yeah. Yeah, that repetition, right? Xbox are making a mini fridge. I thought they already did. Those dang monkeys, maybe that's where Luth's disgust of monkeys began. I don't know. Maybe. Love they are making said mini fridge. I was at the movies yesterday, so I missed it, but that's the best thing ever. Now I want to watch the whole Xbox presentation. They kept it for then. Everyone expected like an amazing new title, and there was the fridge. Oh gosh. Yeah. So Curry, I don't know. This is actually a used copy of the game, but I got it from GameStop. I'm like 99% sure. Anytime I bought games from GameStop, this is what I did. All right. I picked out the best like copy because the thing is they clean and resurface all their discs. So I'm like, I don't really care. The disc doesn't matter because the disc is going to be fine. And if it doesn't work for some reason, they will resurface it. It was going on Bean and Mad Hatter. A
wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
So what I would do is I would look for the best copy on the shelf. And it was funny because what they do, I don't know if you guys have ever done this before, but you hand them the case of the games that you want. And then they go and they just pull out a different case in the thing. And I would be the guy that's like, no, can I have the case that I put on the counter, please? Because it was never in as good a shape as the one that I had picked out, So that's how most of my games are pretty good in terms of aesthetic. So anyway, I don't know why. Just talking about Visceral and marketing and stuff. That made me think of Dante's Inferno. So. But it's pretty smart, right? When's the KF console coming out, though? That's what I want to know. They really botched the marketing for that one. Remember the sacrificing a goat and stuff? I don't. All I remember is, seriously, the only thing I remember from the marketing campaign was being told to go to hell. That's the only thing I remember. That's it. But that one stuck with me. So, Bean, how was your weekend, though? And Mad Hatter, hopefully your weekends were fun, relaxing, enjoyable, one of the above. Some people got the mini fridge as promotional, but now it's being made for all. Oh, okay, gotcha, Curry. Okay, I was gonna say I was like 99% sure they were making that like Series X fridge already, but I guess it was just a promotion. But shy away from games that don't have a decent story or narrative, as gaming for me is like reading or watching TV. I game for the challenge. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, and I'm the same way. I mean, you probably have recognized that. If I can't get a decent story or create my own story kind of thing, I don't really play much myself either. So, but yeah, don't even want an Xbox. I have a PC. If I was going to get a console, it'd be a PS5. But I want the fridge. That's true. You got a PC, so you don't need a PS5 either. But. What's more important, gameplay, story, or visuals? Number one most important thing for me is story. Number one for me. I would probably say in this order, story, gameplay, visuals. That'd be me personally, Tice. But the reason I say that, and I thought about it too for a second, I was like, gameplay is pretty important too. I'd say it's like a 1A, 1B kind of thing for me, as opposed to a 1, 2, 3. But For me, gameplay, like I think of games like The Witcher. I played the Witcher 1. Story is fantastic. Gameplay, pretty butt cheeks, but and visuals not great either, but yeah, the storyline in that was just great. So I was going, it was good. It's still going once I send off one work email. Oh, congrats, Bean. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Although I do get this Friday off due to Juneteenth. I was actually very impressed with the company's stance on that. So I was very impressed with the company's stance on that. So, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good because it's one of those things where we're just getting educated. Chaotic is never going to happen. Just saying. Considering the PS exclusive releases also said, also on PC in small lettering, but I guess the Blu-ray player might be useful and I plan to have an area in my living room to chill and play couch games. Weekends are always horrible. I work on weekends. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. My weekend was good. It was a little bit hectic, but it was good. Mrs. Magoots and I left Saturday morning to go visit one of her college friends, and her family. So, it was good. It was good. We hadn't seen them in person in quite some time, you know, as due to COVID, but we were all vaccinated, and so yeah, it was really good to see everybody. Good mechanics can trump story. I got you. I get that. I get why you would think that at least. Visuals just candy. I agree though. I would go gameplay, visual, story. Oh really, Thais? Story, gameplay, visuals too. Yeah, for sure, Balinor, for sure. For the Blu-ray player, there are better players than the consoles and cheaper. Yeah, exactly, Curry. I think that's why I didn't like The Witcher 3. Gameplay didn't do it for me, so I was out. You said gameplay, visual, story. Yeah, in that case, that one checks the box for all the boxes for me. But I was looking at the other half of my screen as I have split screen on. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Jess? Good morning. Can I tell you a stupid thing about me this weekend, Jess? We went to go visit these friends I was telling you about. It was a little birthday party for their, well, it was a combined birthday party for Mrs. Magoots' friend, but also for her 2-year-old daughter. So there were some people coming, and you know, nobody had met everybody. We'll put it that way. Other than everybody was here for, you know, her and her daughter. And so like we had not all met. But I also just realized I got iridium ore from that fish. Wow. I don't know why they didn't click with me earlier, but anyway, there was a person named Jess there. And so when she said goodbye to everybody, I kind of said under my breath, "See you later, Jess Query." I don't know. I just thought you might find that funny, but anyway. Just so used to saying, you know, "Hey, what's going on, Jess Query?" So, I thought you'd think it was stupid. I guess it was touching though. But story, gameplay, then visuals for me. I'm the same gameplay, story, graphics. So is everybody on the whole graphics? I guess other than Tice, everybody thinks graphics are the last most important thing. Don't be wrong. I mean, I do get in awe about some nice graphics from time to time, but I want a couch chill gaming setup on a TV as well. Makes sense. What do you think about that, Tice? I like the gameplay of The Witcher from the standpoint that is not overly challenging. Well, which difficulty did you pick, Balinor? Lets me consume more of the story faster. I will say I played it on Death March. It was pretty tough in certain parts. Let me sell all these dang fish. Caught lots of fish today. Also some common mushroom. I'm gonna hang on to the fire quartz. I don't remember if I have any of that or not. The fruits we'll hang on to. Yeah. All right. We'll get Loots to bed. As we know, Lutz and Abigail are now trying to make a baby, so every night at bedtime. The fish, though, I mean, 18, I guess, isn't too bad. I heard a lot that people really like the gameplay. Maybe I didn't play it enough, though, and I was bored in the long conversations. I mean, let me put it this way, Tice. I get that as far as like the long conversations. I've definitely played games where I'm just sort of like, okay, you guys are talking for way too long. It's like I get that. I've been there, but nah. Manageable weather outside. For some reason, my flat is like the bottom of a volcano. Cats are sprawled out asleep on my desk. Our dogs have been sprawled out quite a bit lately too. It's been warm here. Oh, chaotic! You would have melted, literally melted. Yesterday was actually pretty decent. It was 89 degrees. Hey, welcome in, Litany. It was 89 degrees Fahrenheit here, but the humidity was really low. It was like 50% humidity, which is like that almost never happens at that heat here. I couldn't believe it. It was great. We spent all day in the car, you know, so we didn't even get to enjoy it. But yeah, it was super nice. And then by the time I got home, I was just exhausted. But the day before that on Saturday, it got up to like 93 to 95. Super humid too. It was an absolute just terrible. It was terrible. So not good, but graphics aren't aren't anything to write home. Oh wait, which one did I miss? The graphics in which one? I played The Witcher 3 on story, sword and story, second easiest. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true, Balinor, then. That would definitely give you some time to digest the story. I think visuals are graphics. I don't think visuals are graphics alone, though. I know some beautiful pixelated, 2D pixelated games with just amazing visual-wise. That's true. I think Valheim is actually a really pretty game. I feel like my watering can is ready. It's gotta be. I probably just missed the note. Remember when we played that duet by the lake? This weather reminds me of that day. Oh, good point. You really surprised me with that mini harp. I never expected that. I guess that's why I like you so much. Kiss. Yeah, that was a cute scene. I'm gonna hang on to this. Let's go ahead and go to the we'll go ahead and go actually hang on, let me just put everything back. Didn't I get more geodes in this? I guess not. How was your weekend though, Litany? I started my replay of The Witcher after finishing The Witcher series on Netflix. Okay. So, oh, it was these magma geodes over here. That's what I was thinking of. So, did we talk about how much you enjoyed or didn't enjoy the series? Does anybody have one of them battery packs? My TV remote died. It's a real hassle getting off the couch to change the station. Gosh, okay. Pam needs juice. I'm gonna bring Pam a battery pack, but when that second season to be released, love Cavill as Geralt. He's doing pretty dang great, isn't he? He did pretty dang well, I think. So today, we'll make today a go to the museum and blacksmith day. Is there anything, maybe I should bring some more gold bars. Yeah, to take the trash can. Yeah, we'll do the trash can upgrade. So. Cavill's so hot. I can see why the ladies throw themselves at Geralt. It's pretty funny though, because you know, in the lore of the Witcher, a lot of people think he's, you know, a mutant freak, and they don't like to associate themselves with him. So it is pretty interesting. Sort of that changed a little bit. I think he was made to be a little bit more attractive than he's supposed to be, but you know, we're here for it. Let's be honest. Is anybody gonna be upset? Like, oh, that guy's too attractive. I will say this, though. They did a good job with Yen, too, because they did her actual, you know, the whole transformation and everything. It's pretty interesting. And did I see how much pine tar is worth? I don't think I did. Blackberry jelly is going to go in there. You know what? I'm going to put the hazelnut in there, too, because I don't know what to do with those. And we'll store some stuff in here. Series was good and entertaining. I think the series could be confusing for someone not familiar with the lore. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If you hadn't read, like, the first book, The Last Wish, I definitely would see that. For sure, for sure. should I do... I haven't been doing anything with apples. Let's just go ahead and do these blackberries here. Throw those back in. And yeah, let's go ahead and make our way over to the blacksmith. Hey, what's going on, True Celt?
Hello there.
How you doing today? And this weekend? How was your weekend? Yeah, for sure, though. Did a lot of jumping around. Tons of it. Tons of it. Let me grab these gold bars. We're going to upgrade the trash can. That's the last thing. That's the last thing that I have to actually upgrade before we get into iridium. Which, did I put the iridium away? I did. We have 5 iridium ores, so we can make an iridium bar, too. I need to find out how to get a reliable source of iridium at some point, but... I still haven't found that thumb screw. Starting to wonder if it ever existed in the first place. That's... honestly, you know? I always think of Harry Potter. In the books, they mention how, like, some wizards mess around with humans by basically shrinking things, like shrinking their car keys down to tiny size. That's probably what happened, is some wizard came by and, like, shrunk your thumb screw. So it doesn't seem to exist anymore. But, you know. Had a great weekend, just family and fun. Glad to hear that, Kelt. Glad to hear that. Gold watering can. All right, process the geodes. I didn't check to see if this was a lucky day. I never do. Apparently, it's not a lucky day. Jamborite. Fire quartz. And clay. Yeah, not super lucky, I guess. All right, let's get you to upgrade this watering can. So it does take 5 iridium bars plus 25,000 G. So does the watering can actually go away? But you can still use the water, or not the watering can, the trash can. But so great when Geralt and Ciri finally met in the series, right? Thought my wife had this place warded. You get like I don't know if it was made out of, you know, like which metal, but I mean, could you take like a magnet around or anything like that? Gosh, I have not gotten a reward since Nam. Kind of losing my desire to want to donate stuff to the museum. I am. Thumbscrew gnomes. 1, collect thumbscrews. 2, question mark. 3, profit. Good old thumbscrew gnomes. So other than just trying to turn a ridiculous profit, what should I do on my farm? I could go get some more seeds. I might just grab some... I could grab wheat. I don't know yet. I don't know which ones I want to do, but maybe just the quickest ones. What are the quickest ones? Eggplants? 5 days? Oh, they continue to produce? Okay. Yeah, I should have done that earlier. Choy is only 4 days, but they're more expensive. Yams are 10 days. Wheat is only 4 days. Cranberries... I'm only going to be able to get, what, 2? Well, I got 9 days. Berry seeds. Okay. Amaranth are 7 days. Grapes are 10. Artichoke 8. There is some sugar here. Ignored Penny. Yeah, you know. Sorry, Tice. Lutz is a married man. Eye is on that bok choy. So you think it's worth it to get the extra day in there? It probably is, actually. Let's see. How many do I need? Let's just grab, I don't know. They're probably worth more than eggplants. That's why like when you go to sell them, I'll just buy like 60 of them. I could always plant them somewhere else, but Ricochet, appreciate that follow, my new friend. What's going on, Ams? Cheers to Ricochet and welcome in AMS. Cheers. Appreciate the follow. Wasn't there a rumor of a System Shock remake? Oh yeah. So Balinor, I was a backer on that actually, or still am a backer on that. So I'm patiently waiting. The game was supposed to come out, I believe, in December of 2017. I want to say. I'm still waiting, as you can see. It's almost 4 years later. So I'm supposed to be getting 2 copies of it. You know what's funny though? You know what's funny is they're supposed to say this is what happens though when a game takes too long to make and you back it on Kickstarter, okay? I'm supposed to get like a digital copy of the game for PC. I think it's PC, or maybe it was for console, whichever one you choose. Any platform you choose, you get a digital copy, but then you also get a deluxe like steelbook case of the other game, and it's like my PC doesn't have a disk drive anymore. Like I used to have a disk drive when I did the pre-order, but I don't even have a disk drive anymore. So like, what'd I do? You know? Kickstarter has to be seen as a wishing well, not a shop. Yeah. Oh, they're coming. I do have faith in it because they still are releasing monthly updates. But so this happened before. But you're right, Nidalicious, it does. It needs to be seen as sort of like a, hopefully this happens. Ricochet, welcome in. Mighty Stein, pretty color. I appreciate that. I painted that myself. Yeah, I painted it myself. So what they did is they had the game in sort of like a, they had released a demo for it. And they decided that they didn't like the direction that the development was going. And so they totally scrapped it, like entirely, like started from scratch. So that's why it's so late. So yeah, we have discussed it, but I've only backed one project on Kickstarter because I knew the devs of the game. Yeah, makes sense. Write a message and go, oh, and hi. 4 years late and still monthlies. It is pretty rare. Yeah. So it's Night Dive Studios, which, I mean, they've made some other games that are, you know, still played. I'll take the 50 bok choys. All right, Curry, let's go plant these bok choys. Hopefully you were right. I think you were, though. Extra emerald laying around for Elliot? Yes. Yes, sir, I do. That's so cool. Yeah, it is. It was painted during a family like paint your own pottery day, so that's why it looks the way that it does. It's modeled after the Sea of Thieves Order of Souls. How much is fire quartz worth? Probably not worth a lot. Kind of tempted to throw it in here, but I also don't want to throw it in here. I'm going to throw a jamborite in there, though. I do have mixed seeds as well. These are all mixed seeds. Let's go ahead and let's do some planting. This is just going to be an absolute nightmare of a garden here, but kind of is what it is at this point. All right. And then we'll just plant however many bok choys we can fit in here, and however many we don't, we should be able to plant later, but also the fact that I have a greenhouse. I mean, if I really want to plant bok choy and enjoy them, I can always plant them in the greenhouse. Or I can use my watering can. I don't know, whatever we want to do, but... You're getting Duke Nukem. Wait, Duke Nukem? You're saying the System Shock is Duke Nukem? Breakfast? Oh, yeah. Just had lunch, but I'll take breakfast, right? Well, since you're offering... I like the way that Pillars of Eternity did their backer program. At one level, they allowed backers to create their own tombstone viewable in the game. I will be in the credits for it. I do know that much. I don't know. I think they did something where, like, you could get a dead body named after you in the game for System Shock, which I was like, oh, dang. But it was a little more than I was willing to pay, so I didn't get a dead body named after me, unfortunately, but... Unfortunately, no dead body. I think Hollow Knight did that with their graveyard as well, didn't they? Oh my gosh, are we seriously? Did we just bring up Hollow Knight again? There we go. Now I can actually water that so it won't die, hopefully. Seeds are all in here. Yeah. Seeds go in here. Actually, should have just done that. For some fire quartz. They may have. Wanted to have an NPC with its own storyline and chain monsters that was 1,500 and I couldn't afford that. Oh, geez. Yeah, I don't know if that one would have been worth it, if I'm being honest. That is a lot of moolah. That is a lot of moolah. Wanted to name it Pierre. Duke Nukem Forever is notorious for being stuck in development hell. Oh, I gotcha. Being restarted over and over again with new engines until the company defaulted. I think 2K bought it and gave it to Gearbox saying, see this? Fix it. Gotcha. Yeah, hopefully that's not the case with Night Dive. Night Dive, I don't know. I mean, so who was it that was making it though? Yeah, that's the thing. I think Night Dive is fairly well established. I hope. But Gearbox didn't actually fix it and they had it for 10 months. Dang. Yeah, so not worth it. That's what I'm thinking too. 3D Realms, okay. A train is passing through Stardew Valley. I wish I could get excited, but I don't know why I would ever get excited about it. Need 3 pieces of bait. Still have not figured out what's so exciting about a train. I will eventually. Eventually, but... highest tier was 5,000. Jeez. Unreal, right? Oh, dang it. I keep forgetting to bring Willy the stupid mutant carp. I keep forgetting to do that. Also, I need to make sure I have an emerald with me next time I came over here. Paid $6.50 for my tier. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. That's true. You did. That's true. You did turn a profit on it, though. Uh, 2K got the IP, which makes me sad, really. It's almost as if the universe is telling you to play something. I don't know about that one, Tice. Maybe it is, but... Alright, let's throw this in here. Still am not making as much money for loots as I would like him to have. I want to get this home upgrade. I could sell these sunflowers, I guess. They do make more sunflower seeds, but that'll give me room to plant more... it gives me room to plant more bok choy. Bok choy. I should also check on the greenhouse. Is it 4? I think it was 4. Store those in there. Trains are cool, aren't they? I guess they are cool. I could just go and sit there and wave at it, but... Hollow Knight again. There's no escaping Hollow Knight short of playing Hollow Knight. I feel like even if I do play it, I won't have escaped it. Do you really think I will have escaped it even after I've played it? I don't feel like I will have. All right, let's do some river fishing. We're just trying to turn a profit at this point. Do some river fishing. Big brain. Morning, Sheldon. I have a cold coming on. My throat feels a little sore. Oh no, hopefully not. I know that feeling though, that little tickle. Itchy tickledness. I did fish in the sewers, right? That's where I caught the mutant carp. Maybe I should just do a little fishing in here though. Although it's gonna turn my face probably and my teeth. Yeah, a little bit green in here. A friend of mine has spent over 2,000 on Star Citizen backing initiatives. Oh gosh. Then there will be Silk Song. Oh gosh. No, then we'll stop. So is this like this is a lake, basically? Carp is a lake fish, I thought, but... All I've heard from him for the last 7 years is this game is going to be so great when it comes out. Oh gosh. That sucks. I think I responded or replied. I don't remember what it was. It was on one tweet that Night Dive had. It was like something like, tell us you pre-ordered a game without telling us, or something like that. And I was like, put some money down in 2016. Still waiting for the game. Actually, it's 2015. Still waiting for the game. I didn't get any likes on it from Night Dive. They didn't like my tweet. So, kind of sad. Wish I had that kind of money. Yeah, same Curry. If not small PP. Until the sequel, gosh. If a train goes again, Luce, just go. It's fun. All right. I've been trying to figure out how I can hop on the train, but... Star Citizen actually looks pretty good right now if you're into that. Okay. It's been in development for that long, so who knows, right? Gonna ask if you can make your screen greener and brighter. I'm already seeing in your teeth, right? Isn't it nice? Yeah, the thing is like, seriously, my monitor brightness is turned all the way down. All the way down. I need like a mod or something to make it go dimmer than this. It is just a very bright monitor. All right, that's enough fishing in here, I think. We'll go fish in the river. River fishing, yeah. Can't cast too far when you fish in the river, though. I was actually just reading that message, Chaotic. I was like, wait, what? I don't understand. Oh, there we go. A walleye? Okay. English there was terrible. Feeling a bit poop. Poop. Maybe, but everything that Star Citizen wants to be has been or is being done by Elite Dangerous. Elite and Dangerous. Apparently there was a lottery winner in our street, and the way that works is that 5 million euros is divided over the whole street for everyone who has a lottery ticket. We didn't have a ticket. Wait, what? They divided amongst the people you live by? Are you serious? Or that was just, or maybe that was some sort of like deal you guys made with yourselves. Because if so, you better get that in writing. Why are you giving the fish to Willy? Oh, I haven't, I need to give the mutant carp to him. I assume you give the legendary fish to Willy. I was going to do that in the morning though, so that in case I did mess up, I don't have to reload too far back. Nice shad fish. Get some good fish here. Yeah, I haven't brought it to Willy yet though, Curry. Either one or two, Chaotic. Additional mods. Yeah, I'm trying to add one or two. I figured, like I said, I will ask people if they're interested, but I was kind of hoping there would be some people that might be interested themselves. Like I said, I was hoping if people were interested in becoming mods, I could just have them fill that out. And then, you know, I have some other people I figure like I could ask if I don't get too much feedback. I don't want to put anybody on the spot though and make them feel pressured. That's kind of my idea behind doing it this way. So. Is that like a postcode lottery? Sounds like it. Sounds like it. Sweden has that as well. So it's not, that's just how the law works. It's not even a, like there are people in the US that buy lottery tickets together and they're like, hey, if we win, we'll split it. If one of our tickets wins, we'll split it. You know, like doing a lottery pot basically. What on earth is this? Is this going to be a sea cucumber? Maybe not in the river, but very active fish here. A catfish, okay. True, sharing my lottery winnings with my neighbors. Oh, that's funny. We actually enjoy at least one side of our neighbors, so. But I don't really know the others very well. Think do NTF ships or something? Could be. Trying to read chat and fish is kind of difficult. Like pro mode. Did get catfished. Oop, that's too far. Oh, no, it's not. We have that here, but no one in my postcode plays it. They're all unemployed druggie alcoholics and can't afford it. Honestly, though, I've heard this before, that the lottery is just a tax on the poor. And it's kind of sad to think about. Because everybody knows their chance of winning. Everybody knows their chance of winning the lottery is, like, dreadfully low. But a lot of people that purchase lottery tickets are the ones that are like, oh, if I could just win the lottery, you know, be able to, you know, not live as cheaply as I do, you know, that sort of thing. So it ends up being basically like a tax on the poor. And that's kind of the idea behind it. And that's why they're all state run. Kind of messed up when you think about it, but Nautilus fossil. Oh, I've already got one of those. Okay. Basically a scare tactic to sell tickets. You don't want to miss out when your neighbor wins, do you? Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I feel bad that I missed a lot last week. That pizza really effed up my sleep. No, it's all good. Chaotic, you were originally only planning to be a temporary mod, so my thought was, you know, let's get somebody who wants to do it permanently. But also, you know, it would be good if I had, you know, just I think 2 more would be just a better number in general. So, did I have something to put in here? No. No, the odds are so remote that you will win that you are basically just throwing away money. Exactly, yeah, for sure. I wouldn't have any student debts if we had just bought the stupid ticket. Wait a minute. I thought you didn't have any student debts anyway. Because I thought we were making fun of me for being American. Oh, okay. Balnor, I totally missed your message, and that's exactly... So you and I agree. Missed that original message, but... Me... I've considered it, but then I remember I wouldn't trust me as a mod. Give people 60-second bans to be funny. Oh, wait, hang on. I had to intervene once. I forgot about that. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, for sure. Exactly. Balnor enters chat with socks and sandals. Balnor gets banned for the day. Loot's show of socks and sandals on cam. Balnor gets banned for the day. I like to do it permanently, but sometimes the sleep F's me up. It's all good. It's all good. People thinking they are living inside the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory story, winning the golden ticket doesn't work, unfortunately. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to have when I go to university in 2 months. Oh, dang. What's going on? You got to move to a better country then, I guess. That's what I'm being told. They're like, how? That's your own dang fault for being born in America, you know? That's what I was told earlier, I thought. I'm just messing. But just be careful, my friend. That stuff adds up extremely quickly coming from your dear pal Lutz, all right? Just be careful. Because I wish somebody would have told me, actually, you can't afford to go to college. I wish somebody would have told me that. I might have actually, like, listened. But everybody's like, oh, no, just take out loans. Everybody has to take out loans. It's totally normal. Next thing you know, you're $175,000 in student loan debt. So, yeah, no, I just don't want anybody else to have to fall into that trap. But I have a 20-pound credit debt I put into Euro Millions each month. It's 1 ticket a week, and it's not money I'd miss, but that's the only lottery I do. It's automatic, plays my same numbers online every week. I don't even think about it. You should move to a place that thinks that skilled labor force is a good thing, so we actually pay people to study, right? You know, saving up for a mod for a day. I've never been a mod, so don't know what you do, but full control chat. You know, that's pretty much all it is, I guess. Something being normal, you know. Netherlands is kind of fun, I guess. You just can't get over the 50,000 because then the government doesn't grant you loans anymore. I gotcha. We don't pay for college if you go straight on high school. We do pay for uni. However, you can get a student loan and you don't start paying it back until you earn about 21,000 per year, which, to be honest, most people don't. Oh, really? Okay. does not make it good. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's just debt is just I wouldn't wish on anybody. You know, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. This amount of debt and the amount of like years that you're basically you know, tied down to it. Wow, this has been a really rainy fall. Much more rainy than any other season. Not that I'm upset, but I do have iridium sprinklers now, so. Honey, you're worth more to me than a chest full of quartz. Now, a chest full of amethyst? I'd have to think about that one. Well, what do you know? We have a chest full of amethyst right over here. Actually, it's not that many, but seems like appropriate I should give her an amethyst. After that. Do the hearts fall at any point? I feel like they probably do. I think education is way more expensive in America, though. I'll be paying around 6,000 euros for a complete education and diploma. It's just that I got to move to the city and need to live from those loans. I gotcha. Yeah, education is way more expensive in America. Yeah, it is. Would be different being VIP, though. VIP wouldn't change anything. All you'd have is just a little badge. You don't control chat, so you can't mess it up and ban everyone. Mods have a lot of control over the stream on Twitch. They do. They do. But I also feel that if somebody gets 50,000 channel points, I feel like they've been here long enough. You know what I'm saying? They probably at least enjoy some of the people in chat. Oh, this one's a lot. We got some lightning today. Got some grapes. Some of these seeds are looking pretty good. Probably no hay today, yeah. But they got fed kind of yesterday, so they're not too upset. And this wool is coming out quick, though. This goat was mad, but still gave me milk anyway. Okay. Don't drink the goat milk. There we go. Make the cheese. Hey, what's going on, Extreme?
Hello there.
How you doing today? Just stopping by real quick. Nothing would be different except for the badge. Yeah, that's the only thing. I want a badge. 100% there are advantages. Probably, I mean, link posting. But again, like, regulars get link posting ability too. So as long as Loot Spot Goods thinks that you're a regular, you get link posting ability. Oh, you finished below 0? Nice, okay. Hopefully you enjoyed it, Extreme. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Tice. I don't think banned words are gonna fly either way. I don't think Loot Spot's gonna care if you use banned words, whether you're a mod or anybody. I don't think. Then again, I don't know if mods can be purged by other mods. I'm not sure, but yeah. I think I've been the only one to use that perk. I think so, Curry. I think so. Reading the questionnaire kind of makes me want to try stuff in chat to see what happens. Oh gosh, please don't. Mods can use bad words. I guess we'll put it this way then. It goes to the Loots Magoots mod then in that case. In which case I can just remove you as a mod. I can do that though, so. You should have one where you play a game with that person. Yeah, that's true. That'd be a good one. The problem is lining up schedules. Yeah, the problem's lining up schedules, but loved it. Little bump that I missed some parts, so look stuff up just to see everything. Oh, okay, Extreme. Been made a mod in one guy's stream because he has a bad mouth, and I let my bad mouth rip, and the bot got me. Really? I'd love to mod. Wait, you'd love to mod Nidalicious? You just like ban him? You don't even trust me as a viewer. I doubt you trust me as a mod. He made me a mod just so I could swear. Wow. An entire different experience with ending. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm curious to see how things will go for me in that. I also don't know how close I am to the ending. I feel like I'm not super far. Could be wrong, though, but I'd make myself free. Did I plant flowers up there? I must have. Forgot to see how much the cloth was worth, but I didn't make a ton yesterday, so I guess it must not have been worth all that much. Still keep spinning it, though. And if I ever find purple mushrooms, there's no reason for me to keep all these mushrooms, because I'm just not going to find nearly enough purple ones. I'd mod me too. Ban him every time he references coffee. Right? Yep, exactly. Oh, we got an eggplant. Look at that. I think there's a recipe for eggplants, but I don't care. I'm just going to throw it in there. We're all about that money today. Okay, so I took care of the barn animals. I got to take care of the coops. The coop animals. And they did not eat all of their hay. But they will today, and I don't have enough, so I'm going to have to come back and feed them. Come back. The duck feather? I did donate that, right? It was part of the... Yes, I did. Okay. So seriously, just a rabbit's foot and a pomegranate. And then the dang sturgeon. That's it. That is all I've got. We're done with this. Oh, right. That is right, right? Yeah, that's it. Seriously, that's it. That's it. That's freaking it. I'm actually going to be really excited to finish that. That could potentially be, after we kind of explore some of the extra stuff that we're going to unlock after that, that might be the end of the Stardew days. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Tice, we were talking about that, right? The community center or like year 3 or something? What did you end up deciding? Oh, what's this? A zombie? Oh my gosh. Abigail, help! Oh my gosh. What happened to me? Lutz? What if I died? Lutz, are you okay? I just sprung right up. Looks like you're just scraped up a little. You had me worried. Gentle embrace. I've never taken a life before. Oh gosh, I do it all the time, Abigail. Oh my gosh. Below zero is definitely shorter, so could be. Yeah, I feel like I might be done. Did you grab Z fish? Wait, which fish? Subnautica taught me that I could complete some parts without thinking too much. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I had somebody telling me I should like go and check to see if I had all of the blueprints and everything. I'm like, I'm just going to keep playing. Just enjoy the game, you know? So. Need to unlock the extra place. The extra place. Okay. You're a zombie now. I probably am. You're only going to go through completing the community center. I don't know yet, Bean. I'm not sure, but it would be a logical stopping point, I think. Sad, but there's no other option. Monsters don't deserve our sympathy. It's a harsh world, kid. Did you have to kill him? I'm gonna say it was sad, but there's no other option. Yeah, I did what I had to do. I guess the world's a pretty tough place. It was either you or him, right? Might have been. Look, you've got to be more careful from now on. I don't want to lose you. Smoochy, smooch, smooch. Let's put him to rest nearby, okay? Isn't it a zombie? I mean, I think it's a zombie. Oh, no longer on Juniper. End of year 2 and community center did it for me, but I would also recommend checking out some extra stuff that was added later. It was kind of added as a free DLC. Okay. Huh. Wait, has this always been here? Abigail took a life to save mine. Oh, wow. I'll never forget that. This shrine is now dedicated to the zombie. I don't remember why I was going up this way. I don't remember if I had a plan. Oh, that's not new? Yeah. Not new. There's one upgrade in BZ that I'm really bummed I didn't unlock. Looked up after. Oh, okay. An upgrade, huh? Community Center definitely is the ending made from the developer. Mad Hatter says, no, it gets so much better. I don't know what to do. I'm already to the point where I'm sort of like, oh, dang, I need to go get Elliot's emerald. Go do that. I'm already to the point, though, where I'm like, okay, I'm going to build the house upgrade. But other than that, it's just trying to afford more upgrades, you know? I don't know. It is the ending made from the developer. 3070 Ti waiting at the pickup point downstairs. Really? Dang, I feel like that was pretty quick. I missed a little bit about your Stardew plans because I'm trying to schedule a meeting. Wait, sleep? Where'd I get sleep? I feel like I read somebody else's message in there. With 5 people around, everyone's summer vacation plans. Oh, dang. It's got to be stressful. Gonna make a baby tonight. Oh, really? Is it gonna be tonight? Oh, goodness. Am I ready for this? I don't know if I am. Oh, right. I was gonna check on the greenhouse as well. I haven't done that in a little while. Oh, what's going on, Grimir? Get our mug out here for everybody. Cheers, everybody, to Grimir. Welcome in, friends of Grimir. How are you all doing today? Appreciate that shout out, Chaotic. Playing Darkest Dungeon again. Okay. Has it been going well? You were playing without the, without torches, right? Hopefully that's been going well for you. How's your relationship with Willie? Might want to invest in that and see what happens. Yeah, I do need to do that. I know he's got like a room back there. I should go see. Go see the room, huh? Lost 4 people today, but ended on an insanely high note. Killed a boss and didn't lose a single character. Nice, nice. Well, sorry you lost the 4 that you did, but I'm glad that things ended well. Dang. So, but it is still, you are still doing the no torches, right? DD doesn't allow success. Gosh. With that 3070 to play with, guess we won't hear from Nidalicious, right? Yeah. It was nice knowing you, Nidalicious. Should I plant more coffees? Or should I just start going in? I'll put it away to brew it later. I'll put it away for brewing. Morning, sorry, super late. Oh, gosh.
A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
How you doing, though, Dr. D? Did you have a good weekend, my friend? I hope so. Plus, I found the laser cutter and the greenhouse. Ooh, nice. Okay. It is good, because I remember we were talking and you were struggling to find the laser cutter, as I did. Holy crap. I didn't find it for what seemed like forever, actually. But I'm glad that you found it, because it does make things a little easier, I would say. Okay, we're going to get a little bit of hay for the animals. I think this is actually the perfect amount. I want to make sure they don't hate me tomorrow. Hey to me. So clever, right? Hate me. Still doing a torchless run. It's crazy punishing. That sounds tough. That sounds quite tough. Don't eat the cheese. Let's take the... Nope, dang it. Can I take the hay, please? Nope. Okay. There we go. 2 hays, and that should pretty much do it there. And let's make a little bit more mayonnaise. Did you complete the story part of Marguerite? I don't know. I don't know, actually. Focus loots, no quitting. All right, I'll try to become friends with Willie. Here's the thing. Let me see. Willie. He likes chowder. Okay, but I can't really get him that very often, so. I think that's pretty much all I've got for liked stuff. I gotta find out some other things he likes. Let me bring him that legendary fish, all right? Need to bring him the legendary fish. That will get him to be happy, right? Weekend was pretty good. Ran on little sleep though. Same, my friend. I'm glad the weekend was good. In spite of that. Throw this wool on here. Oop, here we go. Mutant fish. Let's go get it. Willie likes any fish. True, true. But I got the legendary fish, so I'm trying to... I also have the super cucumber. So I didn't know if I'm giving it to him as a gift or if it's part of like some storyline kind of, you know, I don't know, delivery thing. But isn't that a weird spot to put the sprinkler in that greenhouse? I don't think so. I don't think so. What would make it weird? Let's see. Plus the type is questionable. Yeah, so when I put that in there, I still had the iridium sprinklers doing some work. So I only had the regular sprinkler. Quality sprinkler or whatever it is. Quality. Quality. Let's see if Willie is down here. I'll try to become friends with Willie. Or at least better friends. Currently, we are kind of friends. I don't know if he'll be out fishing today or not. Okay, here we go. Let's give him the mutant carp. Gift? Oh, crap. That's not good. What else are you supposed to do with the legendary fish? Do you sell them? That's not good. Oh, goodness, Grimir. Cheers, everybody. Grimir. 225 gold coins. Seriously appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have the rest of my bits. Have an awesome stream. I got cooking to do, but I'll stay lurking for you. Got to reduce my own stress from our darkest dungeon runs today. I appreciate that, my friend. Seriously. And best of luck on the cooking. Hopefully things go well. Let's see. Anything 2 squares out gets watered. Not with the quality sprinkler, right? I think it's just the 8 surrounding tiles. Don't spend all those bits in one place. Of course not. So the quality sprinklers are just a single radius, but let's see. That is hard. Love both of them. I'd probably go with BZ. Oh, really? You like BZ more? Smaller world, I feel, but easier to navigate. Okay. Was that the question? Which one you like better? Patio's open this weekend, so I got a sunburn. I feel you on the sleep part. Oh, dang. No love for Emily. How are you going to do my girl like that? I mean, I suppose I could become really great friends with her, but I'm not going to become lovers with her. Lost the cursor on my screen for a minute there. Really? I think BZ has better gameplay, but the experience of a first playthrough of Subnautica cannot be recaptured. I agree. I agree. OG story was epic, but some parts of the gameplay weren't as fluid. Was thinking about the upgraded one. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Could do some fishing over here. There's some bubbles. Might as well. Probably go away as soon as I cast my rod out here, but... do a little bit of fishing. Just to spot the fishing. Got the regular sea cucumber, not a super cucumber. Yeah, I will say, though, yeah, I don't know. I think OG is better. Because just the types of moments that game captured were just legendary. But I have been super enjoying Below Zero. How far in the Marguerite storyline are you? How do I say this? Basically what I did, I met her at her greenhouse. She's currently in her main base now. So went and met her, did some things, trying not to spoil anything just in case. Just in case anybody's listening that does not want to hear it. And she's now back in her, you know, main base. I'm gonna go ahead and sell the super cucumber. I'm gonna do it. Probably should have sold that legendary fish instead of giving it to Willie as a gift, especially because it was just a liked gift or whatever. Was it even a liked gift? Probably a normal gift. Yeah, normal gift. Come on, Willie. Almost wondering if I should reload the game because of that. My grass patch is getting pretty small over here too, so. Sad. Not as good as absolutely fantastic. Still leaves room for a very good game. Yeah, for sure. For sure it does. Oh, look! Other mushrooms. One of them is a purple mushroom, which means I can make another life elixir if I want. And I might want, actually, but maybe I'll do a little cleanup over here too. Getting a little messy on the farm once more. Is this a... I don't know why that kind of looked like a truffle. It is in fact not. How would the pig found a truffle all the way down there? But it's not doing plug and replug my keyboard in as the spacebar thought it was holding down. I thought you just present it, not gift. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Like I said, I wonder if I should reload. I'm running out of time to reload, so if I should, I got to do that soon. Okay, we made some aquamarines. I'm curious how much those sell for. Probably not a lot. I'm actually I'll double check those for once, but I'm gonna throw these in there too. Purple mushrooms are good. Pause for a moment, let me use my psychic powers. All right, you still have a little bit of time. Got like 4 or 5 hours in game time, if need be. I'm just kind of doing some inventory management stuff right here. Okay. Let's make 1 life elixir. All right, that's a crafting thing to do. Can I... Probably can't do that without them in my inventory. Yeah. So, 1 of each of those, right? We'll craft the life elixir. All right. 1 more day, are we running short? Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. So now you'll be able to watch 16 streams concurrently instead of 8. Gosh. That is a lot of streams. There's a lot of streams. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should... I don't know. Probably shouldn't do a full another day. Valinor could probably do 16 now as well. I'm trying to think of the most amount of streams I've watched at a time. I generally don't watch multiple at a time. I can even... Squad mode is okay. To watch like two at a time. Done that before. Yeah. It's a matter of how small the windows are. Yeah, I've tried. I mean, squad mode's okay if you watch people playing the same game. Ooh, 2 driftwoods, baby. But yeah. I'm gonna watch 2 at a time at most. I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm the same way. Kinda just have to pick and choose. I have problems watching 1 at a time and still working, right? Same. Yeah, we just caught some trash. Okay. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Gotta go. We'll catch your stream Wednesday. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out with us today for a little bit extreme. Glad you enjoyed Below Zero as much as you did, my friend. To be clear, wasn't watching all that. That's fair. That's fair. All right, I guess I'll pause here while Curry's doing her thing. Most I can only bounce between 2. Otherwise, it's too much to keep track of because I'm usually playing games while chilling in a stream. That makes sense, Bean. Makes perfect sense to me. Don't be a stranger, right? Exactly. Also, you should know, Extreme, I'm trying to ethically source rabbit's feet, okay? As opposed to unethically. Because for a while there, I was getting pretty desperate, willing to do kind of whatever it took. But, we're doing it the ethical way. So, just thought you should know. Maybe I'll chop down a tree in the rainstorm. That'll make me, that'll do well, right? What could possibly go wrong? You sell him the fish? Okay. Crap. Alright, so should I reload it? It's an entire day. I don't know what to do. I don't think there's any way maybe I could buy it back from him. Reload, because I assume that there's some sort of award for doing this, right? Press stop by with office opening up and everything is hard. I gotcha. So you're back in the office, Extreme. Sorry, I'm not meaning to keep you. But I get that for sure. 4 rabbits feed at home. They are still attached to the rabbit, though. Okay. Yeah. Are you having Curry do your dirty work? No. Curry just divines things. More financial. Okay. More financially beneficial and story beneficial. Gotcha. Okay. 2 days a week currently. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, Extreme. I get that. I'm trying to figure out if I'm ever going to go back into the office 1 day a week or not. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Well, in this case, if I just exit to the title, I think I'm okay. Let's try this out. Day 20 of fall, year 2. Was it in my inventory? I didn't sleep, right? Yeah, it's right here. Okay, so we're good. We're good. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Extreme. Have a great day, my friend. Yeah, all right, let's do that. I don't know... I don't know what to do, actually. I don't know what time he opens. I know there wasn't a whole lot for me to do in this day, other than just kind of... I had a few things to sell. I don't think today was going to be any sort of... or, you know, the things I had done was anything super special. I'm selling honey and eggplant. I don't remember if I put grapes in there. I don't think I did, because grape jelly is still worth more than regular grape, but... Speaking of office reopenings, the government has to have a reopening / telework plan finalized by mid-July. Okay. So you're going to learn by then, huh? Mid-July, you're going to learn your fate. Let's head towards Willie's. Is that on the map? 9 a.m. Okay, so I got a little bit of time. Guess I'll find out when we go back in. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully you get the news that you're hoping for. The pig snort, just too good. Too good. Yeah, I still don't really know. I mean, like I said, my schedule was basically, what was that sound? That's weird. The schedule is basically like, you know, hey, you go in 1 day a week, if you want. So that's how it was. I don't know if we'll keep doing that or not. Or resume doing that, I mean to say, but... my office talking about going back after the summer, hoping they'll be like, no thanks, I'm good. Hoping, yeah. They'll take a no thanks, I'm good, for sure. That should be enough for them. We'll throw those back in there, and they'll get auto-fed, probably to... Pet everybody? Alright. Office doesn't go back until September, and even then it sounds like it only 2 days in the office a week. That's good. That's good. Yeah, it's going to be pretty odd for sure. But it seems like the world really changed in regards to office work and such. They did, yeah. It makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they could, you know, they can save some overhead by having employees work from home. And a lot of times people like me, I worked actually probably more hours by being from home all the time than I would have otherwise. I came in here too, right? That was one of the things I did. I'm trying to breeze through this day because I am going to be kind of pushing it now. I didn't intend on doing another day, but yeah. My office said probably not till the winter. Gotcha. Likely the new year, but also probably going to allow us to do a blended situation. That'd be good. That would be really good, I think. Sell those, mayonnaise, and that's it for that stuff. No, don't eat the chanterelle. Don't do it. Throw the wool on the loom again. It's just funny replaying the same day. It's kind of odd to think about. Is there a radius to the petting, or are they really just loving you pick up their eggs? Yeah, I'm holding the right click, so they are. I'm getting both petting and picking up at the same time. Yeah, it'd be pretty funny. Oh, thank you so much for picking up our eggs. A lot less, I don't know, messy in here, I guess. I forgot to store the eggs as well. All right, we will be able to go see Willie here very soon. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Yep, now we're gonna go see Willie. See Willie. Left Juniper back here. Almost lost her. One of the movies post-COVID was definitely a weird experience. We bought our food and tickets online, had to scan a QR code to get our stuff. Oh, that is interesting. It is interesting. Oh wait, does this mean my little thing with Abigail didn't trigger? I think it did. The little storyline with Abigail. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that after I get back from seeing Willie. Mayor of DC here keeps getting on TV saying how much the DC economy is being adversely affected by the work from home policy the government has. Oh, really? Saying like, oh, that you're not spending as much money out. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Fewer people going out to lunch and stuff. I think for as an example, but let's see how much this thing is worth. Don't give it to him as a gift. I'm not even going to give him the super cucumber either. All right. 1,500. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Did he get more stuff? No, maybe not. The radius was larger than expected. I do have a magnet ring on. I don't know if that changes the radius at all. I know it does for my pickups, but I do have to get an extra emerald. Is Elliot inside today? Oh! Loots, come in! What am I triggering right now? Welcome to my humble, well, shack. This is my writing desk. This is where I spend most of my time. Oh, he's got an emerald on his wall over there, I think. For as long as I can remember, I've wanted to be a writer. Oh, that's not an emerald, though. I want to be a writer. Have I told you that? That's why I live out here by myself. I figured a lonely life by the sea would help me focus on my literary aspirations. Everyone back home said I was nuts, that I could never make it as a writer. Can you believe it? They said for every successful author, there's 1,000 who fail miserably. Such pessimism. It's sickening. Wow. Some real nice friends you got there, Elliot. And family. I can see it in your eyes. You believe in me, Lutz. You've got that spark. Now that's inspiring. That's what I'm looking for. Question, what kind of books do you like, Lutz? Mystery, romance, sci-fi. Ooh. I like mystery and sci-fi. I'm gonna go with sci-fi, though. I would have never guessed. I suppose even those of the earthiest profession sometimes have their heads in the stars. I'll remember that. Interesting. Well, enough talk about me. You probably know a lot about plants, don't you? Would you mind taking a look at this rose here? I'm afraid it's not doing so well. Just needs some deluxe speed grow, that's all. Hello. Thanks for talking with me. I'll be thinking about what you said. The fact that I like sci-fi? Okay. I guess. I mean, sure. I didn't think it was that profound, but this handsome fellow, right? Brokeback Valley. Nothing wrong with that. Nah, Elliot's a nice fella, but Lutz is already spoken for. I almost corrected you before I realized the joke. I need more coffee, apparently. Go in there, don't go in there. Oh, she went in there. All right, let's grab this emerald, and then hopefully I can deliver it to Elliot in time. Did I talk to Abigail yet today? Welwick's horoscope predicted great things for me today. I feel really motivated. Okay. I have one emerald here. I think the emerald is... Yeah, it should be good. I think it's better to do that this way. That will never change at the movies. Oh, we still got idiots behind us though that kicked my chair. Yeah, that's true. That's never gonna change. That's timeless. I really don't know how often I'll go see movies anymore. I mean, I can't imagine it's gonna be any more often than I used to, which was not very often. But are you a big fan of Elliot Curry? I like Elliot so far. Ah, the emerald I requested, and it's a beautiful one too. Thank you very much, Lutz. You've got it, my friend. Thank you for the 750G. Becoming more friendly with Elliot. I didn't say there was something wrong with that. No, I know. I know. Hey, what's going on, Persian? Enjoy the lurk, my friend. Starting to like Elliot. All right, let's go trigger this other scene with Abigail. Although, did I have... Yeah, let me get rid of this hazelnut, too. That was today, right? It was in the rain. Gordon Freeman is strong this one. I'll skip this. We already saw it, and unfortunately, I gotta keep things moving. Unfortunately. This is a nice scene, though. Some of them are thinkers. Actually talks back, or do you think every single character in town just talks to talks to themselves? That is a good question, though. It is a good question. I feel like it's just I must have just a very expressive face. I think that's what it is. Very expressive face. They know exactly what I'm thinking, and you know, without me even needing to say anything. I'd have a thinking husband. Yeah, true, true. He's I feel like each partner has like a equal but opposite sort of thing. Not opposite, but complementary. I feel like Elliot would go well with Leah. They're both very artsy. As we know, Abigail and Sebastian go together because they're both, you know, we get that angst going on. So, pretty rare though. We do get to pick answers from time to time, yeah. What a miserable day in Stardew Valley with all that rain, right? Kind of seals my decision making. Okay. It is good for the crops, though. It is good for the crops. What else had I done on this day? I guess I chopped down the trees over here. Because I didn't chop down the apple tree. Wouldn't want to do that, but we've got these two other little trees over here that I did not plant. They sort of just came around. Okay. Yeah. So, pretty much did everything I did before. Oh, I sold an aquamarine because I was curious how much those were worth. Let's go ahead and throw the cloth in here. Just add to existing stacks. Okay. Selling an aquamarine. Curious how much this is worth. It's probably not diamond level. And yeah, I think now I just kind of gotta wait for the time to run out. I suppose I don't have to wait for that. I could just go to sleep anyway. I could do a tiny bit of yard cleanup, or oh, there was a little bit of some wild grass there. I could get some more somewhere else. That'd be good. If I get some down here, is actually a great spot for it. I'm gonna let some of this grow a little bit more, but at least we do have a little bit of hay now. Need to look into something mentioned when we first started streaming. If I can show up Haley for that one position I'm doing it. Oh gosh. You want to be the fair queen or whatever it was? That would be interesting, actually. If I were who's boss. Anything? Oh, there were mushrooms too. Yeah, I should grab those. Holy crap, a lot of mushrooms. Although this isn't where I was at before. Why did I leave my horse, you might ask? Who knows? Who actually freaking knows? Wait, is this... There we go. Try to get those saplings out from under the ground here. This, the other mushrooms were up here. Yeah, so we can make a life elixir. Could actually make, what, 2 now? But that's why I've been selling some of the extra mushrooms, because I'm not anywhere near caught up on these other mushrooms to be able to make life elixir. Purple ones are a little bit too rare. Let's sell all of the ones that are not purple. Okay. We'll hang on to the rest, store some stuff, gonna go to sleep. That's gonna pretty much do it. Actually, let's go ahead and take those right there. Make the life elixirs and store all of our crap. Hit the hay a little early since we messed up. It'll be great. And I need to reorganize all this crap too. Yeah, that was the other thing. I was going to work on the house, wasn't I? But unfortunately, I got to go to bed a little early. But I'll be starting after E3 most likely. Just been researching small stuff to prepare my playthrough. So hyped though. Of course you are. Mushrooms were worth a good amount for sure. What? Aquamarine is only worth 180. Excuse me. About coughed on the mic there. Yeah. We're just going to go ahead and... That'd be great, right? It is the first time. It is. I love farming sims. My gold trash can is ready? No way. All right, my friends. Unfortunately, we did save it, but I've got to call it a day here. My meeting is starting soon, so let's go to the tavern, have a sip, and we'll be on our way. All right, my friends. I don't know what to do because I really do have to kind of run. But we did get raided today, and I want to pay it forward. But let me at least do these credits right quick. Thank goodness Monday morning is almost over. Is that right? So cheers again to Gramir. Thank you for the cheers, my friend. We also had Curry and Chaotic here for mods. Loot Spot's going to beat Chaotic every time in the speed test. We got a follow from Ricochet, and also want to thank Gramir for the raid as well. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy E3 and all the news that's coming out. If you're interested in that, and if not, then you know, maybe we'll have some things to talk about soon. But it'll beat you every time. It'll beat you every time. Let's hope for that RE4 remake tonight. Have a good day. Oh yeah, RE4 remake would be nice, wouldn't it? Tice, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out, Balinor, Nidalicious, Chaotic, Curry, everybody, Jess, anybody else that I'm missing, Bean. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I will catch you tomorrow. We're back into Subnautica, potentially finishing that up this week. I don't really know, but we'll just kind of see. So, anyway, I don't know what to do. I kind of wanted to raid somebody, but I think I should just... I'll pay it forward tomorrow. Whether we get raided or not, I'll raid somebody tomorrow. I don't have to run off to a meeting, so I'm going to do that, okay? Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I will see you tomorrow. Please, please, please have a great rest of your Monday, as much as you can. And I will catch you then with some more Subnautica. Take care, everybody. Bye.